Exorcism? Oh, right. The book about fighting the bear. I'm sorry. You know, in hindsight, I probably should have clarified on that instead of just teasing y'all the way I did. Ew. And oh, here it is. We'll remedy that right now. How to fight a bear and win. How to make fire? No. How to fight fire? No. How to eat roadkill? How to eat human flesh? Animals you cannot eat. Ah, there we are. How to perform an exorcism. Page 239. There we go. Okay, firstly, we have a little disclaimer here. Actual statistics are hard to come by. Can't begin to fucking imagine why that might be. But we can all agree, that a certain number of people each year are possessed by demonic spirits. And here this time I thought it was just Taco Bell. If it happens to someone you love, you may have no choice but to perform a Catholic-style exorcism. I've already started it, I'm gonna finish it. Ideally, an exorcism should be performed by a priest or some other ordained member of the clergy. I guess this is a really hands-on type of exorcism. However, if this isn't possible, you can do it yourself. But wash up first, be sanitary. You'll need to start by purifying yourself. Hey! And your soul? Oh, sorry. But we'll keep reading anyway. As much as possible. Oh, so there is hope. A good way to start is to go to confession. This is a book on how to fight bears and win. You better hope the bear's in a listening mood. Be sure to fess up to the really dark stuff. You know, like your search history. And be genuinely sorry for it. Well, if you get possessed, I can't help you. Before you begin your exorcism, make sure the afflicted person is actually possessed and, you know, just not stress the fuck out. And not dealing with some other and eminently more treatable psychological conditions. Refer back to the aforementioned lost in the woods with a fucking bear. Yeah, I can imagine you'd be pretty stressed about that. Now, some people will tell you that people who believe in exorcism are themselves suffering from delusions, but don't let them. There's nothing more to that, just don't let them dissuade you. They are probably under the influence of a demon themselves. I wonder the type of people that actually own this book unironically, you know? The traditional attire for an exorcism is a white surplice. I'm assuming that's how you say that. I've never seen that word before in my life. With a purple stole. I almost said purple stool. Which is in itself a whole nother unique kind of problem. In other words, a white tunic and a purple scarf. Why the fuck didn't you just say that? I'm making up words and shit. But do the best you can with whatever you have on hand. There's a chapter in here on how to build homes, like shelters, out of animal shit. Okay? You might have to circle back on that one and get creative. Will the clothes you wear really make an impact on the demon? It's hard to say. Again, there's no actual evidence for this shit. If the possessed person is thrashing about or refuses to remain still, I mean, if you took my advice, you're covered in animal shit and are trying to convince them that there's a demon inside them, I'd have a hard time sitting still too. You may have to tie him or her down or otherwise restrain the poor soul. Take care not to injure the possessed person. You know, trying to be funny 24/7 really is an art form, and never let it be said that I don't suffer for my art. The actual ritual of exorcism is essentially a prayer to God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. Don't go skimping out and just trying to do 2 of the 3, okay? Cover all your bases. Asking all of them to come together to expel the demon from the possessed person. You've got some creative license in how exactly you express your prayer. Okay, now this is no longer my fault for whatever happens. Don't be afraid to just ask directly. In plain speech, please get this demon out of my friend Barry. Is he a speed demon? Is it the... whatever, I'm gonna keep reading. It's also common to recite the Litany of the Saints, A lengthy prayer that invokes the name of all the ordained saints, often asking them to have mercy on us and hear us. Now, if the person truly is possessed by a demon, I would believe time is of the essence. You might want to go with a direct route first, just so that you can get the animal shit washed off you sooner rather than later. Holy objects can also be used to help expel the demon. This is a book about fighting bears, mind you. The two most common tools are a cross and holy water. Do these also need to be carved out of animal shit? Simply show the possessed person the cross and occasionally sprinkle the afflicted with the holy water as you recite your prayers. If you don't have these objects on hand, just make the sign of the cross yourself and over the possessed person. Sorry, I'm at a bit of a loss here. You need all of this shit, but if you don't have it, store-bought is fine? Is that what I'm getting? Don't be discouraged if the exorcism doesn't work right away. After all, Mama didn't raise no quitter. Sometimes it will take a course of exorcisms over a period of weeks or months, sort of like physical therapy. Okay, guys, real talk. If you didn't get it right the first time, it's probably not for you. Okay, this next part, it's still part of the, we just talked about that. We got to talk about too hot, too cold, okay? This is the most important part. Normal internal body temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. If a person's body temperature falls below 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 29 degrees Celsius, the chances of survival are doubtful. At 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 26 degrees Celsius, a coma sets in, and death is pretty much assured once the body temp dips to 70, 21 respectively. On the high end, only a few people have survived a body temperature above 112 degrees or 44 degrees Celsius. Okay, I lied. I have no idea what the fuck that has to do with demonic possession. Unless there's a tug-of-war of the misers going on with your soul. By all means, if you want me to keep reading this book, there are quite a few chapters in here that are incredibly interesting, including this one about repopulating the Earth that has no shortage of cousin fucking, so it's nothing if not educational.